Günther Steiner, the current Haas F1 team principal, is a divisive figure in the Formula One paddock due to his unusual decisions. The 57-year-old is staying continuously for more than 2 decades in the sport with some brief absence from time to time. Thanks to the Netflix's Drive to Survive series, he has become a bigger star in the sport. In a sport like Formula One, where it is difficult to see characters' true colors, Steiner stands out. Today, we are going to talk about Günther Steiner's life in detail. Before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the notification bell for more exciting updates. Early career 1986 to 2001. First, he joined Formula One as a mechanic, and then step by step he carved his path to the team principal role. He was born in Marino, South Tyrol as the son of a butcher. His interest was in the mechanical engineering side, and he entered a university to complete his first degree related to that side. But without completing his degree, he moved to Belgium to begin his career as a mechanic in 1986. His first duty as a mechanic was with the Mazda Rally Racing Team, which competed in the World Rally Racing Championship. Then he joined the racing team Top Run SRL as their assistant team manager in 1988. Steiner acted as the head of reconnaissance as well as the technical manager at Jolly from 1991 to 1996. Then, Steiner moved to ProDrive's All-Star Rally team as its manager, and he was lucky to guide the team to win the European Rally Championship in 1997. His success as a team manager created many opportunities within the industry for him, and M Sport recruited him as a project manager in 1988. After spending 2 seasons with them, he joined the Ford Rally Racing team, securing back-to-back runner-up finishes with the drivers Colin McRae and Carlos Sainz in 2000 and 2001. Jaguar 2001 to 2003. His success in rally racing with Ford opened his door to Formula One. In 2001, Ford's Formula One team, Jaguar, appointed Steiner as one of their managing directors under the leadership of team principal Niki Lauda. Steiner was responsible for the engineering side of the team and was assumed on the duty on 3 December. Strategy director of the team John Allison handled the administrative task of the team. Steiner was successful as a manager as he reduced the operational cost of the Jaguar F1 team by a considerable amount, but he failed as an engineer as the team underperformed throughout the 2002 season. Number 1 driver on the team, Eddie Irvine, claimed only 8 points, while the teammate Pedro de las Rosa failed to score any points. That failure led to fire both Lauda and Steiner from their jobs at the end of the 2002 season as a part of the team's restructuring process. And David Pitchforth replaced Steiner as the project manager of the team. Explaining about the dismissal of Steiner from F1 team, spokesman Nav Sidhu said, "He has relinquished his responsibilities as MD but has done nothing wrong. This organization is in significantly better shape now than when he joined." Günther has clearly laid down the engineering baseline that David will now aim to take on to the next level. Then, Jaguar's new management offered him another role for the 2003 season, but he declined the offer with garden leave before joining the Opel Performance Center as their technical director. Red Bull 2005 to 2008. With back-to-back underperforming seasons, Ford administration gave up their effort on Jaguar Formula One team at the end of 2004 season, and Red Bull purchased the team in November 2004, creating a new era in Formula One. The administrative change within the Milton Keynes-based squad opened the door for him to rejoin the team. Opel's plan to withdraw from the Deutsche Tourenwagen Masters at the end of the 2005 season created an opportunity to turn his head towards Formula One again. He was appointed as the technical operation director of the team, targeting the 2005 season, and Christian Horner-Günther Steiner combination led the old Jaguar team to a much improved results relative to the previous 3 seasons. But this newly formed Red Bull racing team was in hunger of championship, and they recruited the championship-winning technical director Adrian Newey from McLaren, replacing Günther Steiner. Then, Red Bull owner Dietrich Mateschitz discussed with Günther to assign him a new role to establish the Red Bull brand in American racing industry. In order to establish a Red Bull-branded NASCAR team, Steiner moved with his wife to North Carolina, USA. Haas F1 team 2014 to present. Steiner remained in Mooresville after leaving Red Bull, and he was involved with the NASCAR teams to a certain extent. Even though his desires are totally attached to the racing industry, he decided to start his own business outside the racing industry, as he lost his job several times. As a result, in 2009, he established a company that manufactures composite fireworks. But his strong bond with F1 led him to meet Joe Cluster and Gene Haas of the Stewart-Haas Racing. who agreed to invest on the US F1 team project. However, the US F1 team project never happened, but Gene Haas continuously showed his interest to invest in Formula One. Finally, the Haas F1 team was established in 2014 as a customer team of Ferrari and Delarga, targeting their first entry in 2016. Günther Steiner became the team principal of the team, and he remains in the same role for more than 8 seasons now. Haas' entry into Formula One is remarkable, as it is the first American F1 team to compete in the sport for more than 30 years. It is not an easy task to compete in Formula One as a privateer team at present, as big automobile brands and multinational companies are pumping millions of dollars to make their team more successful. They secured a 6-point finish in their debut race, becoming the first American F1 team to achieve that feat. They managed to finish the 8th overall in constructor standings in their debut season. Kevin Magnussen joined the team at the beginning of the 2018 season, as Günther decided to replace Gutierrez, but they didn't show any considerable improvement. However, in the next season, Günther Steiner led his team to 5th overall in the constructor standings, and it remains their best achievement in their brief F1 history. The 2019 Formula One season will be remembered as the worst in team history, both in terms of performance and management. They suddenly dropped to 9th in the constructor standings after a totally underperforming season. But one of the biggest dramas of the season is their sponsorship deal with Rich Energy. Rich Energy owner William Storey made an agreement with Haas team principal Günther Steiner to be their main sponsor. Instead of their usual red and white livery, they opted for a black and gold livery matching the Rich Energy colors. Then, Rich Energy terminated their partnership with Haas midway through the 2019 season, stating that the team's poor results led to the sudden decision. Günther Steiner's party took legal action against Rich Energy, seeking £35 million in damages. Günther Steiner was unable to find sufficient financial backing to run the team, as it never caught the attention of funding parties with its poor performances. They experienced back-to-back 9th-place finishes at the end of the 2020 season as well. Günther Steiner then decided to introduce a new rookie driver lineup for the 2021 season by introducing Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin, replacing the Grosjean duo. However, Mazepin was never fit enough to drive an F1 car, but he got a chance because he brought Ural-Kali sponsorship to the team, which was financially struggling. Steiner's decision was proven incorrect once more when Mazepin began spinning his car for practice. Steiner was never successful in leading his team to much success in recent years. Instead, he was successful in making problems with other parties. He suddenly removed Mazepin from the team, reasoning that he is Russian and cannot allow him to drive their F1 car, a few days before the commencement of the 2022 season. With effect from this condition, Ural-Kali terminated their agreement with Haas F1 in place of Mazepin. So Steiner brought back their former driver Magnussen to drive their VF22. In summary, Magnussen always outperformed his teammate Mick Schumacher throughout the season, and Schumacher always found the walls, causing multi-million-dollar damage to his VF22. Günther Steiner was criticized for his unexpected decision to remove Mick Schumacher from their teams. Despite the Haas team's performances, Steiner has become a popular figure in the Formula One industry. As I said earlier, Netflix's Drive to Survive is a key reason for that. Outside of that, the F1 team's merchandise, which includes Steiner's photos and famous quotes, has also increased his popularity even among non-F1 fans. "The team decided, not me," he said. "They told me, Günther, we are going to make t-shirts with a few things you are saying on them and see if we can sell them. It's not me personally that gets any profits from it." Obviously, in the beginning, they didn't print tens of thousands of them and they sold out, I would say, in a day or so. They even told me the company that is doing all our merchandise and our team clothing. They put it on their website and the website crashed for 4 hours. The owner of it came to me, it had never happened to him. I said, I don't know how it really works, so I had no idea what it means. Günther Steiner is a funny character in the Formula One paddock, and his unusual decision-taking also makes headlines. His story to the team principal role from the mechanic role is something that is admirable. However, his role as the team principal is never successful, as Haas F1 is underperforming for more than 3 years. What do you think about Günther Steiner? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to not miss anything related to Formula One. See you guys in the next video. Bye!